This is Sumatra Roy, Assistant Professor ISMS. I did my MBA with dual specialization, HR marketing, and from Guwahati University. And currently, I'm pursuing PhD in human resource from Satyai Sai University. So I almost serve 8 years for corporates and as HR professional. So I worked with Franklin Aviation Services. I worked with Entertain Channel. Then I moved from corporate to education sector. Today we are going to study about the body language and its importance at workplace. So see, let me tell you at first we need to understand what exactly the term body language means. This is like these are some points that we are going to cover, like body language, its importance of importance of body language at workplace, positive and negative body language mistake and how to fix them, types of body language at workplace, good body languages, good body language tips for achieving success in career, body language in workplace, mistakes to avoid. Okay, so at first, what we need to do, we need to understand what exactly the term body language, what does it mean? What exactly does the body language mean? This is basically a non-verbal communication involving your body movement. You can say your gesturing, your posture, your movement, your facial expression, your eye contact, everything. You are not communicated with verbally anyone, but this body language is completely non-verbal. So again, if you are silenced, then also your body speaks. And you can say like how you wear clothes, how uh, like you carry yourself, that matters a lot. So ultimately, the thing is, this is sort of non-verbal communication involving all these body parts. You can say gesturing and all, everything, expression, movement, how you move your hands, how your stances, these things. So we can discuss this like body language. Give me a minute, please. So we will study this pie chart, how body language includes the gesture, posture, movements, expression that a person used to communicate. Just now we have discussed, right? So out of this, 100%, only 100%, only 7% we can say verbal. That is, you convey your message through words. What words you are using while you communicate with others, and only 7%. Rest 38% you can say vocal, like intonation, pitch, pauses. Right, intonation means when you speak, sometimes it goes up, your voice goes up, sometimes your voice goes down, right? So this is the similar thing we can say with pitch. Then pauses. At a stretch, if you speak something, the other person hardly will able to move anything or understand it. For that, you need to give a certain pause where you need to use full stop, comma, and all. And through this vocal, we can say this is only 38%. So rest 55% if we consider, this is completely for non-verbal. This is body language. Fine. So this pie chart is for this only 7% for verbal, 38% for vocal, and 55% is for non-verbal. This is what we're going to study today in depth, body language. Now, we can go for this slide. See, hope this is visible to everyone. Non-verbal communication, body language. The first thing that we can start with, this is ways of talking. Just now I just told you, like when you speak with someone, or maybe you're presenting someone in the class, or when you're in corporate, you're presenting someone. Like you are giving a presentation. What basically happens, whenever you're speaking, whenever you are presenting, you need to have some, you need to give some pauses. Like you need to pause, you need to know where to stop, where to give comma, where to give full stop when you are communicating, right? At the same time, you need to like stress on words. Sometimes what we happen, what basically we do, just to grab the attention, we emphasize more on certain words, right? So this is the way of talking. Basically, we follow. You whenever you're speaking, you're giving out, you're making a statement to grab attention. You are emphasizing on this. You're giving more emphasis on this and certain words, not all the words, or else you are not going to get this attention. Because when you want to grab the attention on certain points only, on certain you can say yeah, word only or topic only, then only you are going to give some emphasis on that word. Or as I've just told you, you need to give a pause where you need to know this, where you need to give the pause. And when you start at a scratch, you need to talk. I got a question. Let's see what it is. So the next thing we will move to the posture. Like you are sitting in meeting and slouching, like you are not going to bend forward or you are not going to lean backward. You need to sit up straight. Because when someone gets to know you are just slouching or you are bending towards forward, so you are not that much interested or you are feeling drowsy or maybe you are feeling boredom. So your body says a lot of things. You are leaning backward means you are feeling sleepy or you are not attentive at all. So your body, you should sit up straight so that you can what the presenter is presenting, you can focus on them, and the presenter should know that you are in this world only and you are listening to the person without any drowsiness or boredom. So you are into this world only, you are in this room only, in this presentation room only. That unit, that is the thing. This like one, if someone is slouching, so definitely lack of interest, it shows this only. Again, appearance. Yeah, when you are in corporate, no, definitely when you are in college, you should be, you should wear formal attires unless this is Saturday or fun Friday. This is something else, or else you need to be very careful. You need to go with neat and clean attires, formal attires, and all. Because from your clothes only, from your what you wear, what how you carry yourself, that speaks a lot. It's not only when you speak, someone will come to know what exactly you know and where are you from. But when you present yourself, when you're presentable enough, so you will wear a confidence. You will wear a confidence, and that will be from inside because you're ready, you are presentable. But if you are like untidy and all, so from inside only you are not going to get this confidence. Head movement. Again, I'll say like if you are in class or maybe if you are in any presentation, like in class, maybe after 2 years when you are in corporate, you are sitting in a meeting and someone is presenting. So what exactly that mean? You need to show them like whether you understood this or not by nodding your head, right? Like you are complying with what they say, or if you want to the statement they have given, you are not complying with this. So you just need to make them understand, maybe with nodding your head. There should be a head movement. Again, the hand movement, if we say, like let's suppose you are on the other side right now, you are presenting. Maybe in class, in front of 60 students, you are presenting a presentation for any topic, or maybe when you are in corporate for any particular presentation, like meeting, you are presenting your data or maybe your slides. So just to make the session interactive or make everyone attentive, to grab attention, you need to wave your hands, the postures. That matters a lot. Like if you are just, standing like a monument or a stiff body, do you think you will catch attention? No, never. So what you need to do, you will have to move your hands. What exactly you need to show to the presentation, the slides, that yeah, these all are the figures or maybe the charts, the table, whatever. Or exactly you need to have a rhythm, waving your hands or your body posture. And this is all about hand movement. Next, we will go to eye movement. This is, we can say, eye contact. You are presenting something, and let's suppose you are in class only, and you don't know, like you are just contacting, making the eye contact with the first benches while giving a presentation. You don't know what the last benches are doing, whether they're giving attention to this, or they are paying, like handling their mobile, or they're gossiping with their friends. So how do you want to know? So just again, to make it interactive and grab everyone's attention, you will have to contact each and everyone. You will have to make this eye contact. And even if, let's suppose, you are in a presentation, again in a meeting, you need to show them, yeah, like this, you understood the point. At least there should be some eye contact or eye movement. It's completely different from the staring. You should not stare at anyone continuously. There should be eye movement. When you know when you should know when you need to wink, or when you need to see, when you need to watch, slide, or to the person. Eye movements should be in a perfect way. The facial expression next. So now, facial expression. Like you are again in meeting and you are not complying with the statement, then what do you basically do? You frown your eyebrows, right? Again, not in presentation, even if you're in class or you are with your informal group of friends. If someone says like this is that like this is the case, but then you are not exactly, you are not on the similar page and you want to say something else, but by saying nothing, you by frowning your eyebrows, you basically say, right, you are not going, you are not complying with this, isn't it? So facial expression says a lot. We will go thoroughly for this in the next slide. Then the body contact, shaking hands, while you go for the interview, what basically you do? You forward your hand for shaking, right? At that time, you need to take care of that should be a firm shake, and maybe hardly once or twice pump should be there with a moderate pressure. You should not, pump continuously, or that should not be a loose, shaking hand. That should be a firmer closeness, invading someone's space. Sometimes it happens like the more you are, going backward, the other person comes forward to you, because the person, like you feel like someone is invading, right? So you should, and the person you are talking to, everyone should have a space, personal space, like you can say, that also we are going to study thoroughly, so that everyone feels their own comfort. Again, the sounds, definitely you are, unless again you are in a cafeteria or maybe in a playing zone or playstations. This is completely informal. But then again, if you are, in your desk and you are working and you are in a meeting, or you may be in a review meeting or daily briefing session and all, so you need to be with a smile, not all of a sudden a laughter. The sounds also matter a lot. So we are going to go to the next slide. So what are the importance of body language? See, people remember more what they see than what they hear. Basically, when you see the thing that remains in your mind, even if you are not at that place, you can recall the things, you can recollect the things. But what you hear, hardly you remember this, right? Like I have written, long after a meeting, we are likely to have forgotten the exact word someone used, but we may retain a vivid image of the same person's facial expression. Yeah, when you attend a class, you basically remember the lecturer, what how his body posture is and how he explained with waving hands and with the facial expression. Hardly, uh, I'm not saying like fully, but yeah, very less, hearing things help, but what you see, that remains in mind for a longer time. You can recollect those, you can recall those, you can basically, you can say, while you are again studying the similar thing at home, you can correlate those things. Yeah, that expression was this, that means the point is going that way, not like what, because you hardly, after reaching home, the whole exertion, hardly remember what are the words the person used, but you will definitely remember their posture, their expressions. It is believed that when verbal and non-verbal cues contradict one another, the non-verbal cues are more likely to be believed. Body language speaks when You don't. Definitely, I just told in previous slide also, like when you don't, speak basically, your body language speaks a lot. So these are why, like importance of body language at workplace. We're going to study one by one how it is, help, how it helps. Body language, we will discuss 3 points. This is kinesics, proxemics, haptics. So some points we are going to discuss: facial expression, eye contact, gesture, posture, and stance, space relationship, and touch. Fine. So let's start with kinesics. Basically, this is a study of body movement to judge what exactly the inner state of emotion the other person is going to express through the body parts. Not by words, maybe, but then the body parts, or maybe through the gesture, or maybe through their body movements. So, kinesics is all about the study of body movement. And one can judge, like I am sitting and I'm taking a lecture, and I can, like, there are 60 students. Seeing at their body language only, I can be able to understand the person, how much the person is, in this class or listening to the lectures, or he is in some other world, or maybe he's maybe some, but he's not whatever he is it, but he is not in the classroom. His mind is somewhere else. He is not attentive at all in the classroom. So by when I will look at everyone in 60 students with eye contact with everyone, I can understand the last benchers student whether they are attentive, they are playing with the mobile, they're gossiping with their friends. I will come to. Now, how? Because their body language will speak. They are inside the class, their mind, they are physically present inside the class, definitely. Every one of us can see them. But their mind is not there, they will understand. Or if their mind is in the classroom, we will get to know this. How? Through the body language only. Facial expression. The face tells a lot about feelings when you speak more than any other part of the body. Your face will communicate the most clearly your attitudes, feelings, emotions. See, every one of us, we know this, right? It's not only about in college or maybe in corporate. Even if you are with your friend, you are in a, you are out for a, you can say for a day out with your friends, and your friend, your best friend is not happy. Maybe he is facing some problem, some tension. So you can come to know, right? By seeing the other, other person face, we can basically we understand. At least we can make a point like the person is not happy, or all of a sudden what basically happens, you have completed your graduation, I'm sure you might have got surprise test and all, right? All of a sudden when the teacher comes and says today I'll take your surprise test, so all of a sudden what basically you do, your jaws fall down, right? Because oh my gosh, this is a surprise test only and we are not even ready for this. So this is something when you are surprised, worried. Yeah, this time of result. Don't you think so? Oh my gosh, what would be the result of us? So you are worried for us, nervous, basically. So yeah, again, when you need to write a paper for the final examination, so you know, right? Now you are nervous. What all of the paper, questions are going to come? Are you ready for this? Are you going to answer all? How we are going to face this? We're too nervous. Again, laughing and sleeping. We understand this, right? Seeing at someone's face, we basically come to know what exactly the person is feeling. If the person is happy, if the person is sad, if the person is worried, nervous, everything. So in case when you hardly, if you're not even speaking, maybe your best friend comes to you, you are worried, and she or he might tell you like you are worried or what, like you are not like the other day you were not that much behaving funny, or you are not that happy. You might be facing some problem. So how we come to know? Definitely, this is for that you don't need to be in any office or don't need to be in college. From a childhood only, we are very much expert in this. We come to know through the facial expression, right? So now the things are these things are very much related to corporate also. Wherever you go, for corporate, you can say, for college, you can say, for a group of friends, you can say. This is important. Facial expression. Now we can go to the eye contact. Eyes are so transparent that through them one can see the soul. Basically, it says, right? So, speaking information, showing attention and interest, inviting and controlling interaction, domineering, threatening, influencing others, providing feedback during speech, revealing attitudes, eye contact. Just like 2 minutes back, I have given you this example, like I am taking a lecture and there are 60 students in this class, and if I only concentrate, if I only see at the first benches, so how do I come to know what are the last benches and the middle benches are doing? Right, I will be able to know. They might be doing anything. They're not even interested in my class. They're not even listening to me. So I need to make this eye contact with one and all, like everyone, from right to left, from start to from starting bench to the last bench. Why? Just to make it happening, just to make the class happening, just to make the session an interactive one. So if someone's attention is somewhere else, if I look at that person, if I make eye contact, I'll definitely come to know, yes, the person is not in the physically present, but mentally or mind, he is somewhere else. So at least I can ask him, like if he has any problem, or if he like he is in any tension, anything. I'll have to know. Right. Again, when you are in corporate also, you are in a meeting, you can say, or you are giving a presentation. That time also, you are, let's suppose there are 10 members in your team, you are handling a team, so you need to make this eye contact with everyone, or else hardly you will come to know if the person, if people are attentive in your presentation, or if they are listening to you. Like some expressions we have, and at the same time we have the interpretation. How? Sideways glance, basically we call this suspicion, right? Again, the steady eye contact, this is active listening. You're not staring at someone, like the person, let's suppose you are in a meeting, you are not staring at the presenter, but you have a steady eye contact. Like you need to know where you need to see the person's movement, or you need to see the presentation towards the slide that he's presenting. You need to have a balance between this. We're not staring continuously to someone, the presenter, or maybe the slide. So that means you are an active listener. No eye contact, because you are not giving, like if the person is presenting, but you are not giving any showing eye contact. You are somewhere busy with somewhere else, like maybe with your pen and paper, maybe with your mobile. What? Because you are not interested, not interested. You are not. You are hardly like the person is speaking. Let them speak, because I'm not interested. So I'll not look at the person's. I'll not make any eye contact, or I'll not see the slide that's going to, like the person is presenting. Very nice. That is boredom. You are very much like whatever is happening. This is none of your business. You are in your own world only. You are very much bored. So for eye contact only, definitely we understand.